everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye, and this is my world. Okay, we're going to talk about colorism in dating. Is it prejudice or is it preference? Okay, before we dive in, I just want to say welcome. Welcome to all of the new viewers and welcome to all of the new subscribers. I really appreciate you being here. So I say thank you. All right, let's dive in. Colorism is based in racism. And what that means is white is right. White is the standard of beauty. Okay? And anything that deviates from whiteness is wrong. It's bad for you. Black is bad, white is good. Okay? That's colorism. And it's also racism. Okay? Now, when it comes to dating, unfortunately, in the black and brown countries, women are discriminated against if they are dark, if their skin is dark. And even I see that in the African countries, or in countries, and somewhere in India too, where the women have very dark skin, they put some kind of makeup or something to look white. But what they look like is something out of a cartoon character or something, trying to look as white as possible. People, don't do that. Don't do that. See, society has made us believe that anything that's not white, it is criminal, it's bad. You don't want that. Unfortunately, a lot of the black or brown men grow up with that mentality because that has been put on their culture to believe that if you can get the prize, the white woman, you fantastic. You see? So, and that's why you see a lot of the, especially black men, many of them have that phobia about the color of your skin. Number one, a lot of them don't want the risk of having dark-skinned kids. So they'll look for a woman as bright as they can get. And if they can get a white woman, they'll go that way. Because they don't want that dark-skinned stigma to be on their kids. You understand? And they don't want to be with a woman that has that stigma on her either. But listen, people, this comes from people. It has nothing to do with, who you are or how good of a person you can be or what you can accomplish in life. This is just ignorant people who have been groomed through racism to believe these things about color. Now, unfortunately, it's a lot of black and brown men that have this stigma. Now, if you happen to date a white man, and I'm going to tell you this because I've dated, in fact, I married a white man. So I'm going to tell you, if white men want a black woman, they don't care what shade she is. She can be from the blackest coal black to the lightest snow white. If they want a black woman, that's what they want, a black woman. And most times, they want her to look black. If they want a white woman, they wouldn't, understand? They would just go and get one of their own women. But if they decide that they want a black woman, they want her to look black, and she can be the deepest black until you can't see her at night. And they would love the hell out of her. You understand? And that's why a lot of the black women, especially dark ones, they'll seek white men. White men approach them because there are white men out here who want black women. Black women, if your skin is dark, there's nothing wrong with you. at all. I was raised in the South, and I understand colorism. Even from a child, the darker skinned folks were treated a little differently than the brown skin or the lighter. Now the lighter skins, they were treated special. All the little boys wanted them. It's the mindset, see. All the little boys wanted the light-skinned girls with curly hair because they are prizes. They look close to being white. Do you understand? It's not their personalities are any better than the other women. It's the visual. They look very close to being white. And so these fellas think that their children will come out brighter. Now, if he's a very dark-skinned man, I don't care how light the woman is, those children can be arranged from dark to light. You see? But then in the South, they still put down people who were darker skinned. Now, this is when I was growing up, and it's been a while since I've been to the South, so you have to tell me if it's changed. But I can see it even in the North. I can see it all over, especially where, see, black women are the most disrespected women on the planet. And if you happen to have dark skin, you're at the bottom of that barrel because people want to push you down and out. You understand? They don't see the value in you only because of your skin color. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you, white men are scooping these dark-skinned women up. So hopefully in the next generation, colorism really won't be an issue because it comes from racism. Now, the black men in America, you know that they have been destroyed through slavery. And the way that they think about color, where they were groomed to think during slavery. Okay? So, those, even in slavery times, the black men who could be with the white women, in their minds, they thought it was special. They thought it was special. Even though many of them got hung because of it, but they thought it was special to be with the white woman. You see? So now, here we are today, and black men are claiming that they're all put together now, and they don't feel like that. But look at them. Look at not what they say, look at what they do. As soon as they make some real money or their lives get great, what they do? They run off and find a white woman. Many of them, whether they get big in music, get big in sports, or get big in the corporate world. It's the same thing. And I know you see it. Look at it. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter what color they are, because see, even white women are like the white men. If they want a black man, they're not looking at how light he is or how dark he is. To them, it doesn't make sense. This was only ingrained in the black and brown people about color. You understand? So white women, they'll take black men, he can be black as coal. They see black people the same. Black is black. You understand? And this is what I want you to grasp on. It's us that got the problem with colorism. Not if you're dating outside your race. I'm going to tell you, other men from other countries, if they decide that they want, and they're from the white race, if they decide they want a black woman, they don't care how black her skin is. They see black as being just black, just black. It's only us that have the problem. And when it comes to dating, this can be a real problem. A real problem. Especially if you're trying to date somebody from your own race. If you're a black woman and you want a black man, and you're a dark-skinned woman, yeah, and I'm not going to talk about all dark-skinned women. I'm not going to talk about all dark-skinned women. But if you're a dark-skinned woman, it may take a little more for you to link up with the man that you desire, only because of the color thing. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have some darker skinned folks in my family, and they say when they were growing up, then they could feel it. You know, people let them know that they were dark. You understand? I never knew that was going on. It didn't affect me. I was kind of in the brown category. And the lighter. You understand? Now, in the South, and that's where I grew up, in the South, and a lot of us, we came up from slavery from the South, and we brought that mentality with us. To get a white woman is a prize. And these black men that marry white, once they make it big, you understand, and we can see their lives on social media or whatever, and they have white women, you understand? Now they're proud of their white woman. They put her on a pedestal. What about the black woman? You understand? And a lot of times these black women are the ones that were with them while they were going up the ladder. And as soon as they make it to the top, they'll dump you and get them a white woman. Because number one, I'm going to tell you, they feel like the white woman can open more doors from them than the black woman can. Okay? Because a lot of marriages are business transactions. In fact, marriage is, if you look at it, is like a business transaction. So you want the best people. If you're trying to run a business, you want the best people that you feel like can bring in the best benefits for the business. And if that's the case, a lot of black and brown men think the white woman can do it. And no matter what stage they're in. No matter what stage, from the poorest to the richest. Because, today, black men prefer white women. A lot of them. And it comes from racism and slavery. Even in the other countries, black women who have darker skin are treated differently only because they have dark skin by their own men. By their own men. Not white men, their own men. This is an issue. You're out here trying to date. And if you don't feel like your man respects you anyway, and he treats you awful because of your skin color, you need to leave that. Because he's never going to change that. If he has the attitude about color, it can be an issue in a relationship. Now, I've seen dark-skinned men who will marry a light-skinned woman. She's looking almost white. She's so light, she's looking almost white. And guess what? I've seen him leave that woman. Now, he dark. I've seen him leave that woman and get them a white woman. She wasn't white enough. You understand? This is all mental. You have been conditioned to think this way. To think this way. And I just want to tell, a lot of times you can't, people are going to be who they are. They, if that's what they want to do, you got to let them do that. But to the dark-skinned woman, I want you to know that you are as beautiful as anybody. And I don't care if your hair is kinky or straight or curly or whatever it is. You are a gem. You are a beautiful person. And don't allow anybody to treat you some kind of way because your skin is dark. Now, I know young girls, see, starts initiating when you're young, when you go to school, because kids can be cruel. You see, kids are only going to parrot what they heard their parents say, or how their parents train them to think. And if their parents believe that white is right, anything white is right, then that's going to reflect in that child. That child is going to believe that. Ladies, protect yourself with this. Protect yourself. And this is mostly for the dark-skinned women. I don't think that the lighter skin and the brown skinned women have it like the darker skinned women, because I've heard dark skinned women tell me that things are different from them. They are treated a little differently, just a little bit differently. When I was growing up, I'm gonna tell you, the really cream color girls with the curly hair, they were first choice every time. Every time, all the time. They were first choice. And then the second choice was the brown skinned girls. Okay? This was when I was growing up in the South. It was the brown skinned girls. You got the second choice. Okay? And then the dark skinned girls, they got whatever was left over. Now that was like the overall condition, not meaning that it happened in each and every individual. Understand that. Everybody's different. But the general thought in the South, the brighter you are, the more opportunities can be presented to you and will be presented to you. And we've seen that too. We see it it's only today that we're beginning to see brown and black skinned people on TV. That's only happened today. You see? And so it's slowly changing. But for black and brown men, right now, there is still a stigma for dark skinned women. And women, I'm going to tell you, if your skin happens to be dark, you let it be beautiful dark. Do not try to lighten your skin. Don't do that. It's women around the world lightening their skin to look more white to attract men. Come on. Number one, you don't need a man that bad. You don't even need him that bad. Not unless you are a codependent and you're looking for somebody to support you. You understand? So yeah, you're going to do everything to try to be white. As bright as you can be to get a man to take care of you. If you're in that situation, I understand. But I hope that you're not. And those of you who are not in that situation, you don't need a man that bad to go out to try to lighten your complexion just to get one. Be by yourself and love yourself. You don't need a man. But number one, because when you take off that makeup or you run out of cream or something, your true beauty shines through. He may leave you or treat you bad. Be your true self no matter what. No matter what. Be who you are and let your true self shine. Shine. And any man who cannot appreciate that, let him go on his way. You don't need that. all. So ladies, I hope that you understand this message. And those of you who are buying makeup or whatever to put on yourself to make you look more white, stop it. Don't do that. I'm going to get ready to end it here, but I want to tell you there's one little thing I saw. This man was getting married, and I guess it was one of the African countries. And when he went to kiss his bride, I guess he must have been okay with the way she looked. I mean, you could see that her skin was pretty much as dark as this sweater that I have on. But the makeup that she had on her face, like a little mask, was lighter than my complexion. So when he went to kiss her and he came back, all of that white was all over his face. Come on. Come on, people, don't do that. Don't do that. Love yourself. I don't care how dark you are. You love yourself. You are beautiful. Understand? And if you get too much flack from men in one race, maybe I'll look at men in other races. They don't care how black you are. Or if your hair is curly or kinky, they don't care. Understand? So, love yourself. And I hope that this message helps someone. And I hope you understand this message. Because colorism is still here. It's still here and alive. But don't let it affect your happiness. Don't allow it to affect you. Know who you are. And you be strong in the right. And ladies, don't depend on these men for your livelihood. And then you don't have to put up with nonsense. You understand? So I'm gonna go now. And I want to thank you so much for viewing this video. And thank you for supporting this channel. Again, I thank those who leave a donation. I appreciate it so much. So keep those comments coming and let me know what you think about these messages. And I hope to see you next time.